Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, The Cloudy Crow, and today we'll be reacting to Higurashi When They Cry, SOTSU episode 4. And in the last episode, we have finally finished the Oni Akashi arc, which is pretty much like a parallel of the Oni Damashi arc in Higurashi Go. But this time, we're looking at it through Rena's perspective. Now, I love the fact that we're going through Rena's perspective instead of Keiichi's perspective this time, because this just goes to show that all of the crazy things that are going on in each and every one of these timelines don't revolve around Keiichi. Actually, the reason why we have so few answers and why we know so little about what's going on is because we're only seeing it through Keiichi's perspective. So a lot of the things that happened in this arc we kind of already knew, like for example Rena visiting Keiichi without him knowing, her kind of spying on him through the door and then leaving without anyone ever seeing her go. We also of course saw Rena kill Keiichi at the end of the episode, and somehow Keiichi managed to survive, but Rena ended up dying. And so this is really interesting. A ton of you guys had a bunch of different theories as to why this happened. Some of you guys have pointed out incidents of people having been stabbed tons of times, 20 times, 30 times, and still surviving the interaction. So maybe that's the reason why Keiichi survived, and you guys think the reason why Rena died was because she was cursed. So even if the clock, the alarm clock hitting her in the head didn't kill her, then she probably would have clawed her own neck out, just like Tomitake did in the beginning of the original. On top of that, you guys mentioned that, I believe you said in the manga, Keiichi hitting Rena with the alarm clock was a lot more brutal and you could see a lot more damage than in the animation. It kind of looked like she was just being bonked on the head in the anime, but in the manga you guys mentioned that it was a lot more brutal. But anyways, let's get into some of the new things that were revealed in this Oni Akashi arc. So very early on in Go, we see Rena kind of rummaging through the junkyard, and it seemed like she was hiding something. Now when I was first watching through Go, I thought the thing that she was hiding was the newspaper articles about the murders that happened in that village. Either that or the severed arm of the overseer that was killed a super long time ago. I thought those were the two things that she was potentially hiding, but apparently she had a body bag of her own. And then the last big thing that was revealed was Rika's reaction to all of this afterwards, because we know that her main job, her number one goal, is to try to preserve whatever timeline she's in so that she can continue on to finally, you know, grow up and be an adult. Well, this time things didn't end up working out so well. Of course, Rena and Keiichi had their interaction, and once Rika had found out about this, then she knew the timeline was doomed. She said, you know what, I'm gonna scrap this, we're starting over. And we could see just how painful it was for her, because of course to restart a new timeline she has to kill herself, and of course there are, like, you know, quick and not very painful ways of doing so, yet Rika seemed to have chosen the most painful way to do so, and I think that was her kind of venting her frustrations with having to relive these timelines over and over and over again. And then after she passed, then SATOKO saw what happened. She killed herself in order to follow Rika and kind of chase her through these timelines and torment her until she finally gets what she wanted out of Rika. Now, we are moving on to Watana Akashi, and hopefully we can finally get some answers. This is the arc that I want to see the most out of this entire SOTSU, I guess, season, because I feel like this was the season that had the most loose ends at the end of the season. I believe it ends with Keiichi, he's like getting locked inside of a cell by either Mion or Shion, we're not entirely sure, and then when he finally gets out, everyone's dead, everyone's gone. Rika and SATOKO are dead, Mion and Shion are dead, so we need answers, and hopefully we're going to get them here. But anyways, if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like. It'll help me and the video out so much more than you might think. So if you could take the time to do that real quick, I would very much appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to the channel for more weekly Higurashi SOTSU reactions. And with that all out of the way, let's get right into this episode. Alright, so I have Higurashi SOTSU episode 4 pulled up right here, and whenever you guys are ready, make sure to grab your source videos, pull them up, and then get ready to sync them with me, because we'll be starting this brand new arc in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Another thing I forgot to mention is that we're getting into Best Girls arc right here, so that's another reason I'm really excited. Oh? Let's see. And there's Hanyu. And you can see the crack in her horn. Dang. That must have been stuff from the original. Oh, yeah, and that's kind of the curse that follows Rika. She doesn't remember the last couple hours before she dies. Yep. Yeah, for both of them, honestly. It's so crazy. But then, when he should have been worried, he wasn't at all. I'll explain it more in a second. Got a lot of juicy info right here. There you go. Stay strong, Rika. Yeah, she's just trying to help out. Always forgiven, Rika. Hey, I hope so too. I'm rooting for you, Rika. You will create a miracle. Oh man, that probably has so many meanings. And then SATOKO just watching all of this unfold. Oh man. She's like, she still has hope. We're gonna have to beat it out of her. Oh yeah, they still have to endure the pain whenever they loop. Oh! Oh snap, okay. That makes sense. The reason why SATOKO feels the pain and Rika doesn't is because SATOKO remembers it. But what happens if she dies before? Yeah, because SATOKO has that information and more. That's what makes her so scary. And she said it right there. You are so very amusing. Now how will you entertain me next? Man, that's just... this is so sad because I feel like the real... Like, the SATOKO we see here, and I mentioned this in one of the comments, I may have said it while I was reacting to Go, but I know there were a lot of people in the comments section saying, like, God, I hate SATOKO, or SATOKO, why are you torturing Rika? But here's my perspective on it, and maybe it can help you guys to maybe see it through a different light. So I think the SATOKO that we have in front of us right now, I don't see this SATOKO as the real SATOKO. For me, the real SATOKO is like, you know, the innocent prankster from the original timeline. And I think the SATOKO we have right here is kind of like a dark, warped, betrayed SATOKO, like a broken SATOKO. And I feel like, you know, anyone can seem like a completely different person after going through a world of hurt. So I think if those things never would have happened to SATOKO, she wouldn't be nearly as bad of a person. So this is kind of like Dark Lord SATOKO in my mind. And I kind of judge this one differently from how I would the original SATOKO. That's why I don't hate SATOKO. She's just broken, man. She's been through a lot. She's felt a lot of pain, so she's kind of like, I guess, reciprocating that pain to Rika, who was the person that hurt her in the first place. And here we are, back in June 5th. New timeline. Hmm. See, it's those artificial knee paws that let you know that Rika's hurting inside. Mm-hmm. And SATOKO knows full well as well. Find a method that's a bit more pleasant next time? What does that mean? Okay, where's SATOKO going right now? Is this who I think it is? Oh, is this who I think it is? Yep. Oh man. I love how when he opens the door, he's just screaming out into the open, looking at nothing. Yeah, that's not a very welcoming smile. Like, your place is a dump as usual. So what did she come here for? Oh, this can't be good. So I wonder, is this redemption arc Tepe right here? What the heck is this? Dude, this wasn't in Go at all. We're seeing horse races going on here. Cheshire Cat Munchie. Hmm. Wow. Nice job, nice job. Look at how happy he is. Wait, do you think this was maybe intentional? Like Satoko knew that this was gonna happen? So she took him here and had him bet on that specific horse so that he'd win the prize? What is she plotting here? Because she said she wanted a favor from him. Maybe this was her way of getting the money for that favor, whatever it is. Hmm. Yeah, with your junk all over the place. How do you even sleep in here? Dang, that kitchen is... Well, this entire house is spotless. Wow, redemption arc Tepe right here. Wow, that's all she took. So she did set this up. But clearly she's not doing all of this for free. Oh wow, so he stopped drinking? And Satoko's just reeling him back into this. Oh wow, I just realized the soda's brand was Hey-C instead of Hi-C. I see what you did there. Dang. And this is how he really feels. See, dude, you gotta respect this, man. You gotta respect him. Oh? So now we're getting into it. And I have my theories right now, but I'm gonna hold on to them for a bit. See where things go from here. Oh man. Satoko's like, perfect. Perfect. Oh, I think I know what we're talking about here. I think I know what we're talking about here. She's trying to get herself a Glock. Kawauchi. Oh, and she's already got it. Are these the people? Maybe she's like carrying cash in that box. Of course, you gotta have the secret knock. He's like, what the hell, a kid? Man, this is so interesting. She's out here dealing with criminals. And to think, if this guy was shocked by that much, imagine how much Tepe must have. Okay, I thought she was getting a gun. Oh, it is. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. So now things are gonna get super interesting from here. Because if you remember how Watana Damashi ended, then you'd know. Okay. Dude. That's so crazy. Just like this 7-year-old, 8-year-old girl coming up to you asking how to shoot a gun. I'd already wouldn't trust it. And look, we already know. Mion's got a piece of her own. And look, Mion about to show off her skills. And look at that. Perfect. Not a single miss. Lots and lots of practice. And we know SATOKO has plenty of time. And look, she's probably out here practicing every single day. But I wonder what she's trying to use it for. And the cicadas, the Higurashi, are crying as we speak. Oh, is this older SATOKO? Oh, what if she spent, like, what if this is kind of just like a scrapped timeline? Like, nothing super crazy happened here, but she used this timeline to, learn how to use a gun properly. And then this is probably a new timeline where she gets it again from this dude, and now she knows how to use it. Dang, man. Okay, I'm impressed. SATOKO is definitely putting in the work to make this plan go the way that she wants. Meet up in Okinomiya. Are we going to where I think we're going? I think this is the true beginning. Yep. This is the true beginning of Watana Akashi. Da Vinci. And here we go. Interesting how we're not following Mion's perspective, though. Maybe we're going too soon. Yeah, we gotta put our skills to the test. Oh, I remember this, dude. This is where Keiji's about to play life. And doesn't he get, like, absolutely destroyed? These kids are scary, man. Oh, wow, what's this game before? Or what's this game called? I used to play this game all the time. It's not Goldfish, or Go Fish, but it's something like that. And of course, you don't mess with Mion, the ultimate mastermind. Or, like, I guess she's like the ultimate strategist. SATOKO's got some tricks of her own. Putting little creases in the cards. Look, she's just destroying them. Oh man, there's 3 possibilities. She put creases in the cards, she memorized the creases in the cards, or there's some looping involved. Hmm. Oh, and I don't trust that look either. Where the heck could they be going? Oh, is she gonna inject her? Is this where it happens? Oh, she has the syringe. We know what's happening next. We already know. So that means Rika would never expect it. Mm-hmm. Which would make sense for for Rena because she moved out. And Tomitake. Wow. So she doesn't even know how this is gonna affect her. But she's curious. And what I want to know is, okay, if she injected her already, how the heck did she do it without Mio noticing? Oh, I remember this. Banana. And here it is. Hmm. Well. And here it comes. It's Satoko is just not amused at all, dude. She is done. She doesn't care about any of this. Man. Mion, best girl, dude. Look, you could see how happy she was to get that gift. There's the empty syringe. Man. So I wonder. Are we? Okay, we're at the ending now. So I wonder if Satoko was able to inject Rena and, or is it? Yeah, Rena. I got her mixed up with Rina for a second. If Satoko injected Rena and she slowly began to, I guess, descend into madness, but her, I guess, susceptibility was much higher than Mion's is because she actually left Hinamizawa, right? So I wonder what is actually going to push Mion over the edge. I wonder if it's going to take much longer for it to kick in, if it's going to have the same effect on her, or if something different's going to happen. I have no clue. I have no clue, man. But that definitely marks that this is the beginning of Watana Akashi. I like how we got to see that little bit in the beginning where Satoko actually went to visit Teppei, and then she told him which horse to bet on. He got the money for it, and she used that money to get herself a gun. Now, why is she getting this gun? I have no idea, but I think it definitely has something to do with how Watana Damashi ended, where we see Rika and Satoko dead on the ground, and there's a gun in the middle of them. I wonder if that's the gun that Satoko got, and I wonder if instead of killing herself in this timeline, Satoko actually kills Rika. I wonder, dude. Because what the heck else could she be using this gun for? I can't think of any incidents, and maybe it's because it's been so long, but I can't think of any incidents from Go in which Satoko would have needed a gun, or where she could have used a gun. Well, but then again, we do have the bodies that we found at the bottom of the well, and we don't know how those bodies got in there. So maybe those are people that Satoko took out for whatever reason? Maybe they were interfering with her plans. I have no clue, man. Things are getting really juicy, though. Things are getting really juicy. And I think it's so cool because, like, her going to that timeline specifically to learn how to use a gun just goes to show that SATOKO doesn't care how much time it takes, like how many people she has to manipulate. She doesn't care. She's willing to do anything to reach her goal. And I think we kind of got a good idea of that when Aowa-san told her, like, yeah, you can watch through and kind of relive all of Rika's timelines that she's visited, but this is gonna take you like hundreds of years to do this. And SATOKO said, I'm ready. I need this knowledge, so I don't care how long it takes. And now, like, if she's willing to dedicate an entire timeline to, like, getting her hands on a gun and learning how to use it, then who knows how much time she's willing to dedicate to master other crafts and learn other skills in order to make everything happen the way that she wants it to end up. SATOKO's determined. Rika definitely has one hell of an antagonist on her hands right now, dude. SATOKO's not one to be messed with. Alright, so my question of the day for you guys is going to be, what do you think is going to be SATOKO's purpose for this gun that she has her hands on? Clearly, she went through all of the trouble of dedicating an entire timeline to getting her hands on a gun and learning how to use it, so she clearly has a plan for it. And what do you think that plan is going to be? I already told you guys earlier, I think that she's going to use it more than just that last scene where we see her and Rika laying on the ground. I think there's no way that she went through all that trouble just to kill Rika with it, when there's so many other means she could have gone through to get that same outcome. So I personally think she used it to take out other people. Maybe some of the people in the well, maybe Mion, maybe Shion, who knows? But regardless, those are my thoughts, and I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments section down below. And with that, I'm going to head out. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, comment your thoughts in the comment section down below, and subscribe for more Slice Shonen content. And with that, I'm going to head out, so I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.